Alright, time for a Lillia beginner's guide. This is a lower rated game. I'd say like low silver-ish in that region. I am against an Elise, which is actually a pretty decent matchup. Like, it's really difficult for her to land a skill shot on me, basically, if I just like use my movement speed to my advantage. So yeah, I think it's gonna be kill top and Wukong mid, but it might be different, who knows. Overall in this game, I'm the solo AP, so I have to make sure that I build damage. If this is the case, then it's always best to go and opt for the dark harvest and just like, yeah, do it that way, because it does stop more damage. But if that's not the case, you can also opt for Predator if you want to. This does make certain ganks a little easier, because you're rushing boots anyway on this champion. Like, you want to rush tier 2 boots, generally speaking. So with the Predator on that, you make ganks a lot easier for yourself. So that could be an optional play if you want to. I'm apparently not getting a leash from my Lux. Okay. You just want to start Q and try to kite out your camps as much as possible. It's pretty important that you just kite the camps, try to avoid getting damaged. Kite like towards your towards where your ADC would be running, stuff like that. In this situation, I kite it all the way down, allow my misfortune to hit, and I'm just gonna kite it all the way back up. Like, as you can see, you can use your passive movement speed to just avoid taking damage from this guy, which is pretty helpful. Makes a big difference, like, throughout your clear, like, as how healthy you're going to be. So just that extra healthiness is pretty, like, crucial, that you just kite it out. You can do the same thing with your Gromp. Like right here. Ooh. Interesting. My Garen lost the 1v1 against Kill. I guess Kill level 1 is considered pretty strong, so yeah. Wolves here as well. You can kite it down first. Make sure to queue the camp entirely. And then you can kite it towards this side as well. Gonna tick to death. You can see, and you just want to hold your passive stacks the entire time. Kite your Raptors out as well. Get that red buff in here with your E. And then you can kite the red buff down and up the same way. As you can see, I'm basically not taking any damage this way, which is pretty crucial. If you get like invaded and stuff like that, like making sure that you hold your passive stacks is pretty important there as well. I don't think I would be able to contest top scuttle here at all, because my Garen doesn't have BRIO, nor does my Jace. So I'm gonna have to be careful for the Elise here as well. Oops, that's a misclick. It's gonna cost me some time, because the camp would have, like the big minion would have died here already with that W. I'm gonna have to instantly recall here, because I don't think I can go top, because the Elise is gonna be top side here somewhere, and I don't have priority in my lanes. So if this is the situation for you, it's best to just instantly press back and go for bot scuttle here, because there's nothing for me to get. Ah, shit. Okay, well, I was trying to cancel my back there still, but in this situation, like, yeah. The Elise came from a flank. I pinged it, but it didn't matter. I should have just went to help him with that gank. I really thought my Garen would, like, listen to the ping and respect the fact that I couldn't do anything there. But I misjudged him, I suppose. I should have just helped him instead. But overall, this is more consistent, as you can see, because if he didn't die there, then I would just be able to get, like, bot scuttle guaranteed here. The Elise is going to try to fight me for this, most likely. Control ward. I'm going to stack my passive, allow her to walk in. I don't have smite up, so I have to keep that in mind as well. Stack my passive up. This is going to allow me to either go for, like, bot lane gank, or just, like, try to fight the Elise. I think she's doing like Raptors, for example, right now. Hold this for my Q, and then we're just going bot lane. I throw the E through, hold my passive speed. It doesn't appear that my Lux cares. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to help push now, because the Elise is like gonna be bot side somewhere. I don't know what Lux is doing. I think, I don't know. That's weird. Lux didn't even consider walking up. She was just auto-attacking the minions there. Kind of rough, because I think that could have been a kill if Lux, like, landed a binding on one of them. Like, flash binding or something like that. But my entire jungle is respawning, so out of that, I'm just going to go for the consistency. Also, as you saw on that first back, the way I cleared that, and if you don't go for, like, any ganks or, like, the scuttle, you don't have enough gold for your tier 2 boots. So it's better to just pick up tier 1 boots with a dark seal in that situation. and then just hold the rest of the money for the tier 2 boots. You can get a control art with that as well if you want. Getting a Dark Seal on any AP champion is really, really good. Because if you stack it to 10 stacks, it gives you 65 ability, or 65 ability power. And the, like a Large Rod, for example, is 1250 gold for 60 ability power, whereas your Dark Seal only costs you 350. So overall holds a really high value. What is happening? Did my misfortune just lose her mind? Oh, great.
What lies beneath the surface? We lie down to see.
I see. My misfortune already lost her mind. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Lux is legitimately, like, I think she might be a bot, even. Like, there is no way you play like this, to be honest, but even then, like, if she does the predictable stuff the entire time, then you can just completely predict it, and you can just last hit off that pretty consistently. Either way, I just gotta ignore that. My misfortune is gonna do some random stuff now. Nothing I can do about that, sadly. But it is fine. As long as I can just skill for myself, I should still be okay. Maybe the misfortune comes for the dragon. Is this guy actually going to just type and do nothing all game? That's called productivity. She's just gonna type. I'll just full mute her because I don't want to read it. I can still get the dragon here, as you can see. Like, I'll still get it, but I would of course have liked my misfortune just run down and help with dragon instead of typing. This might be more common, like, behavior in this ELO. Who knows? Nothing I can do about it. I can't. This would be a good gank, but I can literally not trust my Lux to do anything. Honestly, like, based off the last gank that I did, I'm not gonna do that gank for that specific reason. Just got the dragon, got the objective out of it, and it's fine. If my misfortune would have been bot lane, I could have still potentially tried that gank. But right now, I mean, my entire jungle is up, so it's not even worth trying. If this is the case where you don't really have the gank opportunities going for you at the moment, then just taking the objective like I did is a really good thing to do. You can get, like, things later. Oh. Damn. If that would have hit, that would have been real nice, because I could have killed her with that. I'm probably gonna live because I don't think he has flash, and I have my passive move speed to help me there. That's why I went for it. Guide the camp, you can heal yourself pretty well. As soon as you get like one kill, like your Ravenous Hunter will give you enough healing. You have that tick passive that's gonna give you the good healing out of that one. Okay, kite this out. You don't have to take damage from your camps, so even on low HP you can just do your camps pretty reasonably. I am literally 21% HP. I can't do anything. So I'm just gonna base, get more parts of this. Bolt Scuttle will be spawning. I might be able to like ult bot lane for like a double kill to prevent my misfortune from tilting off the earth. Who knows? Yeah, Garen's getting bullied on top lane. Bot lane is pushing in. If my Lux would just be able to land a binding, the gank's pretty much free. But we'll see if that happens. Now, there are two ways I can gank. I can just take the plant, or I can stack up my passive on Scuttle first, which is what I'm going to do. Because that's gonna... I'm gonna hit that as well. Would Lux show up for this is the real question. I'm gonna start stacking my passive on this, so I can look towards helping the lane. or going into the lane. They will underestimate my move speed here, for sure. I already know they will. Throw that to hit the Lulu. Good. There you go. That extra move speed basically just allowed me to get that for free. Get the play out of that. I think my misfortune just lost her mind that I took that to push the wave in, to dive this, but yeah, okay. I just need my Lux to walk up and snare the guy. I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? No, I'm fine. Okay. Whew. Okay, Lux eventually walked up there. I'm happy about that one. We're in an okay spot. I gotta have the back here though, because I don't have smite, and this is definitely too little HP to clear my camps with. I'm just gonna go and path towards the top side right now, because the dragon's gonna spawn on the 124. If I clear top down, I'll get to the dragon. I'm just gonna forfeit my Garen lane basically against kill, because I don't think there's much I can do. My bot lane overextended. Like, they got the double kill out of that and then didn't recall. I'm pretty sure they would have had a considerable amount of gold to recall with. But yeah, I'm gonna clear top down in this situation to try and play for the dragon again. Maybe another bot gank, because I've just like forced a bunch of summoners out of them. So I will, or I should be able to like return gank that pretty comfortably. Keeping your passive up between camps here. Try to get the most movement speed through your jungle, because you have like a base 500 move speed at the moment, which is very, very nice for the speed of my camps. Making sure that I get the Q on the back end there. Okay. It's very unfortunate. I should have realized that faster. He lost the 1v1. If I would have helped him there out of my raptor thing, that would have been really good. That gives me turret aggro. Okay, cool. Oh, this guy is not serious. Alright, I'm just gonna ult him. He actually greeted super hard for that. Thank you. I just want to punish the Elise in this situation, because I knew I was going to be able to get that camp, but the Wukong actually went for it, surprisingly enough. So that works out pretty well for me. Get a free kill out of that one. He also flashed, I'm pretty sure, so... I kind of just need to do a bunch, like a couple of camps and then go bot lane. They died though. Double died even. That's an Elise gank. That's gonna be a Herald use, I think. I'm gonna try to avoid this Herald from getting in the turret if I can. Yeah, it's just barely outside of the range. Their bot lane actually helped in the end. I'm gonna stand behind the minion wave to make sure that it's gonna get a bounce now. Stand behind the minion wave to make sure that they can't land skill shots on me. Use my move speed to my advantage here. I don't think she has ult there, so I'm like kind of playing it a little risky. That at least prevented the turret from going down by moving like that. I kited the wave down like that because that would have put the Herald just outside of reach of turret. Which, I mean, as you saw, it worked because it didn't walk up to the turret there. I need this Jace to come to Dragon right now. Right, kited out of the pit first. He has the mid lane priority to come to Dragon right now. The enemy, like, just backed. Like, the bot lane just backed and the Elise just backed. Pretty much guaranteed, even though you didn't see it happen. They just got bot turret out of that. They want to fight everything. Why am I not getting any assistance ever? What is this? Like, my Lux isn't showing up, my Jace isn't showing up. This is a joke. I mean, I can do it, but it's just so unnecessary. Like right there, Jace could have just walked down, slapped the dragon with me, would have saved us both some time. Instead he walked like in this area. I don't know why. Oh well. You don't have to wait for your HP, by the way. As soon as you have like some Ravenous Hunter stacks, you can easily sustain your health through your jungle out. Okay, Kill's doing pretty well for herself. I should probably look towards killing her soon, even though she just hit level 11. I can probably help this guy here. I just need to make sure that I... Oh, this is actually done. Interesting. I'm going to die here, maybe. The Elise was actually just top lane right there. Interesting. Red's still up. I have to do red here to heal myself, basically. I can help him in a second, but I have to heal myself back to full.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
Wait, he didn't even ult. Okay, good. That works. Garen didn't even ult him. I actually set him up perfectly there. Interesting.
Don't judge a flower by its bud.
As you saw the way I played it there, by the way, like I was just waiting for an opportunity. Try to lead with your E to like sleep the kill. And then from there on out, I played it as far back as I possibly could to avoid getting damaged, using my movement speed to my advantage in that situation. Ulting them to lock them down, then lead with your W outside of your ultimate, which is very important. You have to lead with your W. If you lead with anything else, then your W is going to miss, and that's going to be a bunch of damage missed for no reason. So always try to lead with your W like that, then Q. And then in that situation, I walk back down because everything was on cooldown, and then I can turn back with a flash Q to finish that off, basically. So yeah, it's very important that you play it in a safe way like that. Because if you don't play it safe in that situation, then you're just going to get a bunch of free damage, maybe CC'd even, and just get insta-killed. Right, in this case, I'm going with Jais. I have 10 stacks on my Dark Seal. And yeah, it's just a free Jais at that point. It gives you a lot of move speed as well. If you can just avoid dying, this is good. 10% move speed on Lillia is immense, because you already stack a lot of move speed out of your passive, and that 10% is going to help you tremendously. I might be able to help. I hit Kai'Sa. It's just the Lee's bot lane. I'm just going to try to hold the mid wave. As long as I can hold the mid wave here, that would be good. I have to keep in mind, though, that Wukong can definitely just ult me. I can get Lulu polymorphed as well. Alright, I damaged the Lulu pretty heavily. I can ult this. I got cancelled. Oh my god, you're kidding. That was so close. My W was on cooldown in that situation. Otherwise, I would have W Q'd the Kai'Sa and she would have died. That was so close. There's no way. Do I trust Lux to heal me? I actually don't think I do. Yeah, I definitely don't. I'm not going to trust her to heal me at all. I could have walked up there, potentially killed the Elise if the Lux would have healed me, but she has had a bad track record, so I'm not going to impose. That was so close. I got interrupted on my W to kill the Wukong, and I didn't have my W up to kill the Kai'Sa either. So I just had to like lead with Q there. You saw like how much less damage I do if I don't have W for the Kai'Sa one shot with my ult there though. Gives you a good example of why you should definitely always lead with W out of your ultimate and then Q. Because that Kai'Sa would have just been one shot at that stage. Right, the good thing this game is though that, as you see, I focused around the dragon objective a lot. So we're actually up 2 dragons at the moment. Even though I don't think we're in that great of a position overall. Like, this Jace is doing pretty well, but that's about it. Pretty happy that I at least have one teammate, right? Like, that's the most... Like, if you have one teammate, you should generally, like, it's playable. If you're by yourself on Lillia, then it gets pretty damn rough. Because Lillia is not a 1v9 champion. She is really strong, but not a 1v9 champion. Gonna walk up to the Wukong here. Actually, do no damage to this guy. He's so tanky. Can use my move speed to my advantage. I probably catch her here. You can see how fast I am. Like, it's so disgusting. This champion is so disgusting when it comes to that. Have to respect her. Okay. Jesus Christ. She is really low. I think Jace kills her. I don't think I have to risk it. Okay, good. Please, Jace. Please, 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 please. We have to get this dragon. I can't tank it. I don't have smite for this, but I don't think Elise will be able to react since I dragged it out a little bit. Okay, good. Dragon control is winning me the game here, by the way. Like, it's helping me immensely. Also, having the ocean pressure right now is going to be very nice on top of everything else. I need to get a little bit more gold for my... And deduct 60, so I need like 60 gold. It's going to take my topside 2 camps to get my Zonias here. Zonias is going to help me a lot because it's going to prevent me from getting like dove onto one shot. So I can prevent like Wukong from just ulting me and me just instantly dying by getting deleted off that. It's also going to allow you to Q, like flash Q into a fight, press ult Zonias, which is going to be an extremely good engage tool. Like that engage tool right there can basically just AoE sleep the entire enemy team. I just made a mistake there. I'm going to sleep her right now. Wait out her ult. Okay. Like, you can basically just wait out her ult in that situation. She does a lot of, like, execute damage, so the Garen did die in that situation, unfortunately. But it's still Magi stacks for me, so I'll take it. My Garen isn't really worth that much. Alright, good. I get my Zonias here. I'll try to show you that flash engage combo if I have a good opportunity for it. It's a very deadly combo for this champion. It's definitely something you want to have to keep, like, you have to keep in mind at all times, basically. I might actually consider going Banshees here, by the way. Next item. Because that's going to prevent me from, like, getting touched at all. They also have quite a significant amount of magic damage, so the extra magic resist helps quite a bit as well. So I can just go Banshees, and I can go, like, skill it up with, like, a demonic. You don't need massive AP on this champion. Just generally surviving is more annoying than anything else. I just need that, like, we have to make sure that we just finish the soul. Baron is such a terrible call. Like, it's actually really bad. We're not gonna have the damage for Baron. We can try to force it and force them to fight us, but, like, doing Baron is not gonna happen. They just killed Kill. That's pretty good. Whoever's pinging Baron here to, like, start that up is really, like, not smart, to put it bluntly. I'm actually gonna ult that guy, I think. My team is just not walking up. If they want to start hitting Baron, that's fine. I can help them out. But I have to zone their team first. This is a really stupidly risky Baron. I zoned off the Elise and the Wukong basically instantly with the play I made, allowing us to maybe make this Baron happen, as you see. Like, but if they were allowed to walk up and contest a fight there, this Baron call would have been completely terrible. I knew my team was kind of just force it there, so that's why I made the play like this, to just force them out, try to damage the Wukong, try to push them back into allowing us to get a Baron instead of walking to the Baron as a jungler there. Because you have to also remember, if you are the jungler and you're walking up towards the enemy team is less likely to think that you're actually going to do Baron, or that you're actually looking to play for that objective. Whereas your team can do it in the background, and then you can zone the enemy team off in that situation, and you'll be okay to do the Baron. So it's like a thing to have to keep in mind. If your team wants to do a stupid Baron like that, because honestly, it was a stupid Baron. If that Baron fight would have been contested by like a Wukong ult Kaisai engage, we would have hard lost that fight. I'm pretty sure we would have just lost. Even though this Jace is pretty damn strong at the moment. Like, he's holding up with me in farm as well. So he's doing pretty well for himself, but he's going too aggressive here as well. Like, going too over-aggressive for the top lane situation there doesn't help. Get the mid turret here. Okay. I mean, he can't run a Lillia, so there's that. Just keep hitting turret here. Getting the mid turret down is really good, but you don't want to get the inhibitor as much. Because the reason that you don't really want to get the inhibitor is because it's then going to perma push into them and they get the free farm for a while. We just want to play for the dragon here. That's all we want to do. Gonna take some of her camps to punish that she can't farm back into this game, which is extremely crucial as well. Can he just run to the dragon? Is he actually running top here? There's no way. Just gotta finish his soul. Like, this dragon control that I've had this game, whilst Elise was doing whatever she was doing, is very important because it now gives us the soul, which basically gives us the win condition. Like, this game is basically me and Jace just carrying through, which is pretty nice. We're both level 16 as well. Yeah, and Lillia is the type of champion that can keep up with your laners. Like, you can get 10 CS a minute on this champion fairly easily, as you can see. Like, I basically have 10 CS a minute just by using my move speed through the jungle and through the map in general to get the farm. Stacking my passive up here. Stop going for that damn inhibitor. It's actually such a waste of time. Don't take it. Just push turrets. That inhibitor is a bad move, honestly. We can force the top turret open in that situation with the time we still had left on Baron. We could have forced that open and then taken the inhibitors easily later on. But now we kind of wasted time where we could have had the top turret to make that play. And instead we just give him free farm in mid lane for a while now. But he doesn't, like, I'm not expecting him to understand that concept too much. So it's okay, but I'm still not going to play for it. And now he's going to flame me for it, but I'm going to ignore that. I'll just completely mute him. He's making the most risky decisions. Like, he's consistently throwing with the way he's playing currently. We could have used the last end of Baron there to force the top turret down. And then from there on out, we can just, like, completely wipe the rest of the team fight. Because we have to win one team fight at that stage. They have a completely open base. They can't defend any of their inhibitors. And as soon as you can take all three of them down at once, it becomes extremely good to do. But oh well. I have a lot of gold here. I should back soon. Alright, right now, against that team, I'm probably just gonna get a Demonics here for the extra health. And then we'll build towards the Banshees. Get some magic resist out of that. I mean, if we just play as a 5-man team, we should be able to win these team fights. It's just that Garen is either splitting the entire time or Jace is forcing something stupid at the moment. I'm not gonna suicide for their randomness though. Like, that's something you have to keep in mind. If you're in a position like me, with a 25 stack Magi's and a 1000 gold shutdown, avoid being like in a dangerous position at all cost. You don't want to play like for the just AFK farm, because that's gonna cost you the game. But like, playing smart is very important. I'm just gonna force group with my team in this situation. Get the plant out of here as well. I wanted to stack my passive on that. I'm gonna have to go kill this Wukong. Okay, Wukong's dead. Trade it with the support. But that did cost me my ultimate in that situation, so sadly. If I can maybe get a cheese. Okay, that barely clipped the wall. I need to stack my passive. I need my team to allow me to stack my passive as well, honestly, but I'm cutting this up so I can stack my passive. Kills a problem. Kills most definitely a problem. I don't have ult. If I had ult there, I could have just killed her. I'm allowing opening right now by just pressuring the mid turret or the mid lane or the bot lane to get the inhibitor at this stage. Right now we should be Baroning. Baron is definitely the move at the moment, because I don't think we can actually push otherwise. Okay. I'm not gonna tank Baron. There's no way. Also, I don't want to damage... Like, this is a damage reduction buff for tanking Baron, and I don't want to have it. I don't know why I still have it. But it reduces my damage by 50%, and I have double burn. So I actually killed the Baron the fastest. I'll try to land my E on something for an engage. If I can find the opportunity for it. I try to poke with E. Like, you can roll a ball in. It's gonna do a lot of damage. And this is the play I wanted to make like 5 minutes earlier. I'm gonna sleep the kill here. Oh, she didn't die. She actually flashed it. That was super close. If I got the kill out of there, like if she would have died, we would have been guaranteed to end here. I still had Zonias as well, so I could easily make that play. I'm trying to bait him in, because I still have Zonias. Alright, good. You see the way I play this? I play basically in and out of these team fights, trying to look for like a flash engage, or maybe a flash Q engage. Like you can flash Q ult somebody into Zonias, and yeah. That's it for Lillia. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure that the thumbs up button below helps me out quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.